Good morning, guys. Rob here, and Q&A with Rob. And I'm here this morning pretty much to answer your questions, and we'll see what happens. And if you've got a question for me, I'll answer it the best I can. If it's about board gaming, especially some of the games I play, you can ask a question. If it's anything I would buy again, or if it's some way I play it, or anything, you can ask that question. Got a couple of statements I'm going to make about the MLB, the baseball season, and my bad picks this year. So we'll see what happens there. I'll be right back. Just got to make one quick trip, and I'll come right back, guys. All right. Having a bit of a panic attack. I have anxiety once in a while. I get nervous in front of the camera. Believe that? I really do. I get nervous in front of the camera. When I'm playing my games, not so much, but in front of the camera, I get nervous in front of you guys. So something that I answer without a question. How about that? So all right. First thing I wanted to get into, and if anybody has any questions for me in live chat, I will do my best to answer them. First off, let's see. Let me get my trusty calculator out. Okay. Bryce Harper is making 330 million over 13 years. 25.3 million a year. Okay. 25.3 mil per year. 2019 numbers. He's batting 256. Actually up from what he batted last year, 249. 33 home runs, 108 RBIs. Is he a bust season one? I don't think so. I think pretty much the numbers I was expecting. Shade over 30 home runs. I think in the next 2 or 3 seasons, those numbers will go up. I really do. I think 40 home runs is not out of the realm for him at all. His average may stay right around the same. It may go up maybe as high as 260, 262 or something. I don't think it's going to go a lot higher than that. He draws a lot more walks now than he ever has before. With that lineup around him, he's going to keep drawing those. So if they keep the lineup intact, he's going to be in pretty good shape. 108 RBIs with a week to go. It'll probably be around 110, 111, something like that. Maybe a few more than that. But so chances are it's probably going to be 34, 35 home runs, 110 RBIs, 255 average, roughly. That's pretty much what I thought was going to happen at the beginning of the year. His defense has been excellent. Where he was a C minus D defensive guy last year, he's been an A minus, not A plus, but A on the defensive scale this year. He's been very good, and I really thought that he would have that type of season. Now, let's see if we maybe we'll get a few guys or girls in here to come in and possibly ask some questions. I have been gaming, sports board gaming, let's say really firmly since January this year. Now I've got some old board games and old sports games that I had from the time I was a child, and I'm in my 50s. And I recently got rid of electric football, the little men that vibrate across the field. I recently got rid of all quote unquote 28 teams from back in the 70s and 80s. I had every team, the ugly Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the ugly orange, and that team really drew a lot of money for me. Believe it or not, I wasn't expecting it at all, but I got it. I had from 1992 or 93 a McGartland Group motorsport game. Anybody that knows me knows I'm big into racing anyway. I've always liked to used to like to race motorcycles a little bit. Go kart racing has always been my thing, and now not so much outside. Not I don't do too much racing myself anymore, um, but I do uh, like to find games, racing games, and I try to shy away from video games. That's just me. Um, I my TV viewing has went down considerably since I started gaming, board gaming. A lot of that can be attributed to Play.com. I've got what five of the games from Keith Avalon and Sam. I have Soccer Blast, History Maker Golf, History Maker Baseball, Face to the Mat Wrestling, and Red, White, and Blue Racing. I have all five of those games from Play.com. I've got MPNG Baseball, MPNG Plus Baseball. You can Google that. You can actually get a season of that free online. Just have to pay to get it printed out, which that costs a little bit. But it's left and right splits, all that type of stuff going on with it, and it's a good game. Um, so I have that. I have Book It, a wrestling promoters game. I have that. Play that sometime. Legends of Wrestling, Phil Singer Games. Dave Little kind of opened my eyes to that game, and since then I've become more and more delved into it. Shout out to ID Jester. Uh, he really got me going on the NPNG Plus baseball. Um, Shout out to Alan Shaw. He got me. I wouldn't even have the game History Maker Golf without him. So he was not a big fan, not a huge fan of it. Didn't play it a lot, so I've got that in my possession now. Let's see, what else do I have? I have APBA Golf, APBA Golf. A very slow moving game. Really is. Um, it's probably if you're getting into gaming, starting into sports board gaming, that's not a game I would say, yeah, you really need to jump on that one as soon as possible. That is a slow playing game. Takes a lot of table space and it is slow playing, and you got to just it's takes a while. Really takes a while. Um, let's see. What else do I have? Shootout hockey. Shootout hockey. Uh, Not my cup of tea. Okay. Each individual player does not have a card. Each individual player is not in depth. It's pretty much they're just on lines and they're just playing. Um, One of them may be an X player, one of them may be a Y player, one may be a Z player, but X player for this team is the same as X player for this team. And I would rather have something maybe a little more stats driven. And shootout hockey is definitely not my cup of tea at all. I don't even put it on my table anymore. I do not play it at all. Um, what else do I have? Wow, man, oh man, what else do I have? Jeez, if I had a lot of folks here, I'm sure they'd be helping me out. But geez, Glory Days Boxing. Glory Days Boxing. You can find that at sidelinestrategy.com. Um, that's a fun game. That's a real fun game. Um, I've already got the lightweights and the heavyweights, and I'm gonna be getting the middleweights very, very soon in that game. And so that is some of the games I've got. Well, most all the games I've got. And I've got a special place for them in my wife's office, and I keep them all in a certain area there, and I go from there. I've added stuff. I added the 1980s season to my History Maker baseball. I ordered extra wrestlers for my Legends of Wrestling. You got to have a whole card anytime you're going to wrestle those. So that's a lot of fun. What else have I ordered? Oh, I've ordered multiple seasons of Red, White, and Blue Racing. I ordered the 2018 season. I got the 2000 set. I got the 1980s set, and I've got a Pioneer set. So I've got at least 4 seasons. I may have 5. Uh, but throat's dry. Um, so it so I've bought other things to go with some of the sets I've got. Um, I ordered an extra season of Soccer Blast, the EPL Premier League, and by accident I got the wrong season. And to tell you what type of folks they are, I all I simply did was I sent a letter or I sent an email, just sent an email saying, "Well, I got the 2018 set. I didn't get the 2019 set. Sorry, our loss is your gain." That was quote unquote the way he put it. Our loss is your gain. Keep the 2018 set, and I got the 2019 set. So now I got 2 sets of that for a temporary amount of time. I've got a home for those 2018 APL teams. Not too long from now, I got a place that they're going. I years ago I used to love playing sports outside. Um, uh, I played baseball virtually all through my younger years, all the way through high school. And I was one of the smallest, believe it or not, I was one of the smallest kids. When I graduated, I was 5'7", 145. And my mom told me, even then, I'll never forget it. My mom told me, she said, "Rob, you will not probably be that size when you get a little older. Your grandpa didn't grow, until he was in his 20s. So I'm 5'7", one of the smallest kids in my class at 18 years old, and I end up seeing one of my classmates. I'm 23 or 24, and at that time I was probably 6'2". I did not quit growing until I was 25. Now I'm 6'4", and about 240, something like that, 245, something like that. I'm not a very short guy and a pretty big guy. I got a little bit of a gut, but yeah, that especially I've been seeing a lot of people that I played ball with back in the day since I moved back down here, and they're like, they can't believe I grew so much. Uh, that's a lot, really to think about it. 5'7" to 6'4". What is that? 9 inches, something like that's a lot. That's a lot to grow after you graduate high school, and I did that. So, anybody that has any questions, throw the questions on live chat for me, okay? Um, I've spoke about Bryce Harper for his 25.5 mil this year, 33 home runs, 108 RBIs. I've spoken about Play.com, my games I've got. Um, I had somebody the other day, actually, was it a text or was it an email, wanting me to rank my top 5 board games. That's really tough. That's a tough thing to do because number one, um, each game is different, totally, totally different. And you just never, um, let's see, if I was going to rank them, um, wow, it's so tough. Um, all right, I've got three of them down now. Um, let's see. All right. And, and number five. What would I put at number five? Jeez. All right. I guess that'd be it. How many play.com games do I have on my top five? I have two. Got two. All right. My top five games that I currently have that I play in my cycle of games. Okay. Um, I would put number five, red, white, and blue racing. I'm a racer at heart. I like old school racing. NASCAR nowadays does not thrill me in the least. I don't watch it. I don't turn into that channel. There's a lot of things I don't like about NASCAR now that back in the day was fine. They've made too many changes. I would rather um, do something else with my time, even if it's sleep. Um, but red, white, and blue racing, fun game, um, pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. If you race a full race, more often than not, the best racers come to the front. Cream rises to the top. Number four, Phil Singer Games Legends of Wrestling. That's a fun game. It's a fun game. A lot of ups and not very many downs on it. Not, the number one up is the price. The price is excellent. It is not very. It's not a high price game. It comes in little packages that it may fit in your mailbox, but if it doesn't, if you order it, I strongly suggest ordering it. If you're at home during the week and you're not sure if you're going to be home on the weekend, order it on either a Monday or a Friday. If you order it on a Friday, chances are it's not going to get there on Saturday. So order it either on a Friday or a Monday if you're in the US, and chances are you'll get it by Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday if you're going to be home. So definitely give it 2 or 3 days. But generally, Phil Singer Games is pretty good about getting it out there and getting out the door. Um, like I say, they don't have these old lumpy boxes, clumpy boxes. It's just in a little small package, but it's one that doesn't bend very easily, and it's pretty tough to open. But and then once you open the game, you've opened yourself just a world of fun. Legends of Wrestling, a very very inexpensive, fun game. The artistry is awesome. A plus. I wish I could draw that well. I love to paint, but I cannot. No way in the world I could draw that well. And that person does an excellent job. Number three, NPNG Plus Baseball. Like I say, shout out to ID Jester for opening my eyes to that. I had no idea it even existed. I just went to Google. All I did is put NPNG and then a plus sign. And I hit it. It opened it up, and then it just give you a list. What season you want. And you can download it. Once you download it, you can put it on any kind of paper you want to. So if you just wanted to run it off on just regular paper, you can do it. Now, chances are it's not going to last you, but wouldn't cost you a whole lot to do it. But if you want to have it on good card stock, 25, $30, maybe $35, you've got you something that's going to last you. I got mine put away in my office in there. Each team individually bagged up, from the 2019 season, 2018 season. I'm sorry, 2018 season. And I've done a whole replay. If you've not watched my videos, go check out some of my former videos. I've got about 145 Red Sox season games. I had some games that I did not play online because I was sick. And I started playing early spring. Weather was changing, and I was just I was having some breathing issues at the time. So yeah, check that game out. It's free. Number one, and number two, you can get it printed on any kind of paper stock, card stock you want to do it. That's your business. And I had like I say, I had mine done either at Office Max or Staples. I think I had Staples do it. If I had to do it all again, I would probably go to Office Max. They'd give me a better deal. And I highly, highly, highly um, um, suggest do it online. Fill it all out online. Don't call them. Don't take it over there. Do it online. Most time you get a better deal as well. Number two game, I Glory Days Boxing. Glory Days Boxing. Anthony Crooks, the innovator and creator of the game. He goes by Bleacher Bums Gaming on YouTube. It's his YouTube channel. What's up, Phantomatic? Just taking questions. I figured I'd stay on here maybe 30 minutes to an hour. It's been a little slow Sunday morning, though. It's 11 o'clock, so not a lot going on. Ranking my top 5 games that I play that are in my cycle of games playing right now. And I just got to number 2, Glory Days Boxing. That's sidelinestrategy.com. It's where you can find that game. And it's it's a fun game. Boxing. I'm not a boxing enthusiast. If I turn on the TV on and I see boxing more often than not, I'll flip a channel. If I was going to that and hockey is so much better watching it live than watching it on TV. Now I'll watch hockey on TV. I'll admit that, but I would much rather watch hockey live. Hockey is just an awesome game, and boxing is a lot more fun watching it live as well. So Glory Days Boxing is my number 2 game currently on my cycle of games that I'm playing. Number 1's got to be History Maker Golf. History Maker Golf, newbie but a goodie. Man, oh man, I tell you what, it is a fun game to play. You can get them. You can get yourself actual players, which I like. That's what I like about it. But if you play golf yourself, you can get you can figure out the numbers for you, and even go to your home course. Figure out your home course and create the course. You can play the course from at home, and probably you'll score better at home than you will at the course. But you know what? The main thing is be a decent putter. If you're a bad putter, you're not going to score well. You just won't. So let me recap my top 5 games. 2 of them are play.com games. How about that? Red, White, and Blue Racing is my number 5 game overall. Number 4 game, Legends of Wrestling, Phil Singer Games. Awesome, awesome, awesome game. Number 3 game, NPNG Plus baseball, free. You just go Google that up, and you can find any season out of the last 130 years, 130 seasons. That's a lot to choose from, guys. I think it goes all the way back to 1890, 1880 something, 1890. I think. Now I'm not sure, but ID Jester opened it up to me about that game. So it goes back at least 100 years. And you can get it absolutely free. All you have to do is pay to get it printed out. And if you've watched me play any of those games, NPNG was that's a fun baseball game. It really is. Lefty righty split comes into effect. Just a lot of things. You can play back, you can play it forward, you can steal bases, all sorts of stuff. Glory Days Boxing, sidelinestrategy.com. That's my number 2 game right now on my rotation. Uh, fun game, and it easily could be my number one game. But right now, I guess the newbie is the one that jumps in front. History Maker Golf, and History Maker Golf takes number one for me this week. 6 weeks from now, who knows? Okay, so if anybody has any questions, sports related, board game related, if I was going to buy something, if I were not to buy something, what do I recommend? Um, I I actually talked to someone in my neighborhood the other day. He has a little girl, and he says, "quote unquote," she's a tomboy. I said, "Okay," and he says, uh, in wintertime, she's always wanting to play games, but not Barbie dolls and not this and that. What type of game would I tell her that she should play?" And she's, I don't know, right around 10 years old, something like that. So I immediately said, "Look, does she like baseball?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, why not History Maker Baseball, but with a little bit of a twist? Maybe play softball, maybe play softball, and or play baseball with the girls, and to have some teams that you invent with the girls. I think he ordered the game that day or the next day one, and he probably will be getting it early this week. So I brought him over, or I think just showed him a picture of the game History Maker Baseball, and I surely hope his daughter enjoys that game. I really, really do. Um, um, let's see. I yeah, I've been running my mouth and really haven't had anybody ask me anything yet. So uh, I guess it's just a slow Sunday morning. I guess. Um, Congratulations! It looks like to the Braves. The Cardinals are looking like they're really going to be tough. Dodgers, uh, the Nats look like they're going to be one of the. Um, she may like soccer, but she might would. But I think she's more. I don't think she plays soccer right now. Um, I think maybe the baseball may be her thing. And I saw somewhere. Where did I see slow pitch softball or softball game? That might have been on Sideline Strategy. Let me see. That may have been softball. Let me check. It was a softball game somewhere. Let me see. I will check out and see. No, just payoff pitch and glory days is all's on that now. Wow. They've taken a lot. Oh wow. They've taken a lot of the games off of here. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It was some other games on that for a while. Yeah. Um, that's the first time I've visited Sideline Strategy in a while. They had Demolition Derby on there. I want to say softball. I think softball was listed on there. Now I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Never want to do that online. Never want to do that. That's a good way to go from 117 subscribers to 115 when two people in the room. Two people will they'll drop subs real quick. They'll be like, okay, we don't want to watch you sneezing, but she may like Soccer Blast. I don't know. She's a young lady that loves watching. I mean, she loves playing softball, but I was thinking there was a softball game somewhere. Anybody out there know if there's a softball game out there? Um, Board game. I don't know. Sideline Strategy um, does not have it. They sure don't. Sideline strike. Nope, they don't. I thought I saw one somewhere. Let me Google it real quick. While I'm here, I will do that. And we will see. Softball sports board game. All right. Boundaries baseball board game. That looks like a little kid's game. That's not what you want. Something that's up for real, you know? Wii Sports. I don't really see it. I don't see it. Years and years ago, I'll tell you one I used to have. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not. They used to call it Catico All Star Baseball. And what it was, each player's card looked like a baseball. It was circular like this. And number one was a home run, and number 7 was a single. You spin it was like a spinner, and you would spin the pitcher against it. I had that for years. I don't know if I still got that at my mom's or not, but I mean, oh geez, how old I was? Oh God, 11 or 12 when I bought it, so it's at least 40 years old. If I still have it at my mom's house, I really should find it. Um, but I had it. I know I had it. Um, I don't know if anybody knows about that one though. It's called Catico. I'm pretty sure Cadaco All Star Baseball. I think that's what it's called. And let's see. But I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I got the one. Um, it's that's got to get look like you can see the people behind the guy swinging. It almost looks like a Red Sox guy batting. Um, yeah, I used to have that one. So I used to play that game religiously. I had like Babe Ruth, Henry Aaron. Um, I had a lot of good ball players. It was like the all star set of 100 or whatever. And I always tried to get them in the National League against the American League, stuff like that, and just play the All Star game. And it was never a 0-0 game going to the end. It was always some scoring going on. Yeah. I used to, I used to be a handheld electronics guy too, and I used to have a pretty cool basketball game. Um, what was it called? Bambino Sports. Let's see if that's right. Let's see, Bambino Basketball. I think that's what it was. Bambino Electronic Basketball. Dribble away. Maybe that's what it's called. Let's see. Um, yeah, it's a big red one there. It looks like, and they make them in football too. Uh, so yeah, that was a fun one. That was a fun game. Um, I realized all it was a little bony looking guy. It looked like somebody drew him up there, but it was electronic. And then the ball would do like this. You could decide to bounce high, medium, or low. And if a defensive guy didn't guard you exactly that way, you could kind of go through them, kind of like charge through them, and they would disappear. It was wild. And it had 24-second shot clock. Had back you go back court if you didn't go in the right way and everything. It's a pretty fun game. That was pretty good. Um, did anybody? You guys can tell me the games you had when you were growing up, or if you're still young, what games you have now. Um, I remember having little records about this big for Talking Monday Night Football. See if I can find that one. Talking Monday Night Football. That was actually a pretty cool game. Talking Monday Night Football. And all they are little records. That's all it was. Yep. There it is right there. $13. Yeah, somebody's got it on YouTube there. I mean eBay rather. Yeah. I see a couple of them in there. Talking Monday Night Football. Yeah. I had that game for years and years and years. Sure did. Let's see. What was your favorite game growing up, guys? I mean, I used to have a lot of the Avalon Hill games. I used to have. Now, my number one thing right now, obviously, I know I've told a lot of people I won't pay off pitch baseball. I do want to get that. But I would love to find a good college football game. I don't want a college football game from 1950s and 1960s. I want one a little more updated, 2000s. Um, Status Pro Baseball? Status Pro Baseball? Is that one like it was your favorite growing up, or Status Pro Baseball? Now, that was one of your most fun games growing up, or now? Let's look at Status Pro. Status Pro Baseball. Let me take a look at it. I don't think I ever had that. I don't think I did. Let me look. I'll be able to tell you in a minute. No, no, I never had that. Oh, somebody's selling a bunch of cards on that. Never had that. Yeah, it was your favorite growing up. Okay. Um, Probably one of my favorites. And I'm gonna admit to it anyway, it being one of my favorites. I realize I dump on the guy a lot. Um, Jim Trunzo with Avalon Hill at the time, but now he's got his own company, had Title Bout. That was one of my favorite games to play. It really was. That was just a fun game to play. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun, and I played it a lot. Just you know, I hit some snags in the road with some of the people that I've dealt with over the years. I've heard a lot of people say that about Strat. Um, if they ordered stuff from Strat, some people have stumbled or stumped their toes getting something from them. Well, Trunzo, I had my bad runs with that guy. So, does anybody? I wanted to ask a question. Does anybody out there have Title Bout 2? If you have Title Bout 2, even if you're not in my live chat, get back to me down below me and just say, Rob, I have Title Bout 2. Okay. Um, I'll get back in touch with you. If you have that game, let me know. I would like to know. Title Bout 2, I had it at one time, but that's just a couple things I want to ask people. Let's see. I'm always looking on YouTube. I mean, on eBay, see if there's anything that's really, really cool to get. Um, let's see if play. Um, let's see if I got History Maker Golf on here. eBay. You never know what's up for sale. You never know. History Maker Baseball 2014 set. History Maker Golf. Somebody's got a bunch of courses on there. Wow. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, probably my favorite game growing up. Wow. What would it have been? Hmm. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know. Um, I used to have the little handheld. All they were little dots where you played electronic baseball. I still got two or three of those games around here. You know that? Sure do. I may even have one I'm selling on eBay. I don't know. I don't know. I should have that. I should have that as my 150 giveaway. That's what I should do. Now, I may do that. I've got 107 um, subs right now. I got to push. We're getting to be winter time. We're going to have fall and winter time coming, and we're going to have more people in here and stuff. Yeah. When you going to do your live? When you going to do another live one, Fanomatic? Go visit his channel. It's FAN dash O dash capital M little ATIC. Fanomatic. He has been playing History Maker Golf and been doing match play. And had one with Tom Watson versus Ben Crenshaw. I'm not going to tell you who wins. Very good match. Very good match. I'm hoping today, every time I try to do it, something comes up. Yeah. Well, my Redskins don't play today. They're 0-2 anyway, but my Redskins don't play today. So I don't know what I'm going to plan up yet. I'm actually got a pack. We're getting ready to head out in the next few days. We're going to Vegas. Any golf fans, any wrestling fans out there, okay? If you're a wrestling fan, get back to me, okay? Let me know what wrestling you like, okay? Just do that, okay? If you're a wrestling fan, even the casual wrestling fan will be like, okay, if I'm watching wrestling, I like this person. If I'm watching wrestling, give me like your favorite wrestler. Doesn't matter if it's WWE, NWA, AEW, Impact, whatever. New Japan Pro Wrestling, wherever. Let me know if you are a wrestling fan, your favorite wrestler. Okay. I just, do that for me. Okay. If I stumble across somebody, maybe I can get something for you. If I just stumble across somebody, but who knows? We'll see. I may even try to have a giveaway with something on that before it's over with too, if I get lucky enough. But we'll see. But yeah, we'll be heading out of town end of the week. Actually middle of the week, and our anniversary. Me and Mrs. Rob's 10-year anniversary coming up Thursday. So we've been together 14 years now, and we never took a honeymoon. We never went on a honeymoon, and so now we decided our 10-year anniversary we're going to Vegas. So you won't be hearing from me a lot. Yeah, thank you. You won't be hearing from me a whole lot come middle of the week all the way to the beginning of the next week. I'll be out of town, but yeah, anybody that is a big wrestling fan, that you like watching wrestling. I need to talk to Dave Little. I know he's a big wrestling fan. I will certainly see if I can maybe come up with some stuff while I'm in Vegas. Yeah, I may luck up and find something. Who knows? So we'll see. I think this is going to do it. Recap my top 5 current games in my rotation. Red, white, blue racing, number 5. Legends of Wrestling, 4. NPNG Plus Baseball, 3. Glory Days Boxing, number 2. And currently my number 1 on my rotation, History Maker Golf. And when you get to playing one of them, it kind of pulls you and kind of tugs you, kind of like a magnet. And it's like, okay, I like this a little bit better than I thought I did. So they're all susceptible being changed up or down just a notch or two just by me going in the other room, pulling the game out. So, till I'll see you again. My name is Rob. Thank you for watching my channel. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Till I'll see you again. Don't forget my NFL picks. Go take a look at them. See if I'm doing well so far. I know I'm above 500. Let's see who wins today. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thank you. God bless, and have a great rest of your weekend.